this is something I get asked about a lot, obviously because a lot of the people that come to my classes have kids. And they're curious, like, how do I talk about this with my children? How do I deal with this with my children? And children are always more aware than you, period. They don't realize they're more aware than you because they don't cognitize it like you do, but they're just more aware, period. So number one, when you're dealing with children and entities, you have to always come from the standpoint that they're faster than you. So if you try and get them to match you, it's going to be slowing them down and they're going to hate you and it's going to hurt them and they're not going to want to do it with you. So you have, and something I also advise, like I've given this to a lot of people and it has worked very well, and that's why I keep giving it. You have to tell your children, like if you guys have children that are talking about entities or aware of entities, and you want to work on it with them and show them more tools and stuff, you need to first of all say like, this is amazing that you're aware of entities. Like put it in a positive note, okay? Because they're not going to get that positive feedback out in the world. You need to tell them, this is amazing. This is a gift. Be very assertive about the fact that this is an incredible capacity. They may believe you or not, but if they're under the age of 12, they'll listen to you. If they're over the age of 12, it's a totally different mission. You have to tell them, this is an incredible ability. You're amazing. Can you please show me how come this is so easy for you? So you're making them the authority in the conversation, because they are more aware than you are. So you need to be like, can you show me how this works for you, please? Mommy's stupid. Can you show me how this works? And they'll love it if you say mommy's stupid, because they can perceive the incongruity in your space. It's like, you will be saying one thing out of your mouth, but then in your head you believe a totally different thing, and they don't fucking trust you. They know you're lying. But when you say mommy's stupid, they're like, oh, she gets it. She gets she's stupid. Okay, now I can relax, because they're on like hyper alert for the lies that are being forced at them constantly. You know, mommy's stupid. Can you help me? I would love to be as fast as you about this. I learned this amazing stuff. Do you want to practice clearing entities with me? Do you want to see? And then fucking teach them how to clear entities. Teach them how to communicate. Teach them how to receive. Teach them this shit. Okay? Kids are so easy, they'll learn it like this, and then they'll do it like this, and they make you look like the slowest poke in the universe. Okay? And give your kids permission. Be like, look, mommy's slow, mommy's stupid, or daddy's slow, daddy's stupid. I don't get this as good as you do, but I know you don't need to be scared of it. Do you want to figure this out with me? Kids are so easy. I've got stepchildren, and Max's daughter, at one point, some time ago, was like, she used to cry a lot at night, a lot, and she stopped that now. And at one time, she had like a traumatic night, and I asked her in the morning, I was like, what's going on? She was like, there was someone in my room. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, was he bad? And she was like, and she like tried to shut down. Because her mom doesn't have these conversations with her, so she just only knows how to shut down to her awareness, really, because she hasn't been taught how to process it. So in my questions, it was, okay, let's learn how to process this. So was he bad? You know, first question. She was like, I don't know how to look at this. And I went, again, instead of pacifying her resistance to awareness, I went, oh, but did he mean bad? And she was kind of like, not really. I was like, I think he maybe just didn't realize you were sleeping. And she went, oh. And she saw that. This being just didn't realize she was sleeping. And I said, well, you need to tell them that you're sleeping and now is not the best time to talk to you. And she went, oh, okay. Hasn't cried since. It's easy stuff. It's easy stuff. Just like, I'm sleeping right now. Now's not a good time. Okay? And you can also work with your kids, and you're going to have to work with your kids to a certain degree, especially those of you who have children who are uber entity aware, because some children are more entity aware than others, and so are people. With children who are uber entity aware, there is certain things that they're not going to be able to handle with certain entities, like if they have people who overdose and stuff. A 3-year-old, a 5-year-old is not equipped to handle that. So you need to create sort of like an organization or a system with your children where you tell them, you know, or you basically tell the kids like, well, all the entities that you can't handle, tell them to come to me, okay? And then you have to be willing to be part of it, okay? Yes, Nicole.
Yeah, these tools are awesome, Shannon. I've got both my kids, 5 and 7, are aware of entities, and the eldest who was born the entities I became aware of entities through him coming through my body.
Right.
What a gift that was. And so he had a lot of fear around it because at that point I had fear. I didn't know what to do with the awareness of entities. And so now it's amazing what they'll come out with just as we're driving in the car, you know, oh, if I see a ghost, I'll just first of all ask it, are you aware you don't have a body anymore? And then my other son will say, wow, just because there's a ghost there doesn't mean they're here to scare me. They might want to just talk to me, Mum. And it's just so awesome. And yeah, it's so cool. So thank you, Shannon. It's so easy and there's no significance in it. And even, oh yeah, Grandma says I don't exist. Well, that's okay, you know. Grandma's not aware of it.
Grandma's stupid.
Yeah. So thank you.
Cool, yeah, and if your children are doing fear around entities, it's because they learned it from you or their other parent, period. They don't come in being afraid. That's a behavior they have to learn. So that's children and entities.